Minamicon. Hello. 10 a.m. Sunday, Saturday. I don't know. So what day is it?
It's a day.
Morning.
Day 2 of Minami, that's it.
Okay, yes. Day 2. We're all ready to go and hit the gym and do some working out, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. I almost sounds enthusiastic, so we'll take that. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming to our panel on becoming our own gym boss, and we do mean actual gym, not poker gym. We just couldn't resist the clear, obvious tie-ins and memes. So we'll start with some intros. This is me. I'm a weeb. I love the gym. I do lots of running shit and gym shit, and I'm old, but I love the gym.
And this is me. This is me. I just lift things. I don't do city length marathons. I did one once, and I'm not going to do it again.
It's not
That's
silly.
it.
55 miles is a perfectly normal distance to run, Andy.
27 isn't, and that's a normal marathon. And I've done some tough others as well.
So basically, we like working out a lot. So why are we doing this delightful panel on working out? Well, we were kind of asked to. But also, for those of you in the room that know me and Andy know how much we love talking about working out and going to the gym. So when we were asked I know, we never talk about it, like ever.
I didn't get straight here and go to the gym because my room wasn't ready.
He did. I walked into the hotel and went, he's in the fucking gym. Half my suitcase is cosplay, the other half is gym gear. That does not count as cardio. Now sit down.
Sneak in and heckle.
Yeah, basically we just wanted to talk about fitness and health, and for those that don't live at the gym and haven't made going to the gym their entire personalities like we have, just how to get started, how to maybe start thinking about getting in shape or feeling healthier, or taking baby steps to whatever goal it is you have. So what is this? This is a panel that will hopefully give you some tips. It should hopefully be fun and inclusive and definitely full of terrible memes I stole from the internet. And I'm not sorry. It's more fun. Oh, no, I didn't steal all of them. Andy stole some.
I stole a bunch of them, yeah.
Yeah. We have jointly stolen many memes from the internet because I know topics like this can sometimes be a bit sensitive. Everyone's got different journeys and different goals. At the risk of sounding like some wanky Instagram post, it can be a bit, it's a sensitive journey. So we wanted to try and keep this light-hearted-ish because everyone's journey is different. So we wanted to just have some fun as well. What is this not? Body shaming. Bodies come in all shapes and sizes. If you do not like that, fuck off. Also, this panel will not fix your life. Sorry. Being fit or healthy or whatever you attach to those adjectives will not fix your life. Sorry. It may become your personality, but it won't fix your life. So, yeah. And also, we are not qualified instructors. Just want to highlight that. We are not psychologists, therapists, dietitians, nutritionists, qualified PTs, blah, 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 blah. We are just two weebs who like the gym.
And they've been doing it for a very long time, made a lot of mistakes, so trying to pass those mistakes on so you guys don't make the same ones.
We are just normal people. We have jobs, we have lives, I've got kids, we've got other shit to fit in around going to the gym, so we are just normal people. We're not fitfluencers on Instagram who wear perfectly matching sets and have like 3 oat flakes for breakfast.
Not yet.
3 oat flakes? I'm still hungry thinking about it.
I had 3 sausages this morning.
I had a pancake and a mini pastry. Everything in balance, kids. So I'm going to start with just a very quick thing on mental health, because physical and mental well-being are very interlinked for lots of people. But a big reminder, we are not professionals. If in doubt, please go and see a therapist. Everyone should go and see a therapist.
I think that one speaks for itself.
I literally cannot say any more than that, but you are not a fucking number on a scale. You are a human being with weedy interests and lives and cats and shit. You are not a number on a scale. I get so upset when I see people going, oh, I've lost half stone. Yes, great, well done. How are you feeling? how do you feel? Like, and some people get so caught up in that number. And the moment it goes up, ruins your day, ruins your week. You're a real person. You matter. Stop looking at scales, please. I mean, yeah, I know they can be useful to work out how stuff's going, but you are more than those numbers. Please remember that. There are lots of other things. We're not going to read all of these things out, but small things add up. Small changes. You can't just... Normal people don't wake up and just run marathons. You don't wake up one day and go, I'm going to run a marathon.
You do.
If you actually you kind of have.
Yeah, that's all. Not us, me.
Normal people don't wake up and just run a marathon. I've been running for like 15 years. I do occasionally just turn up and go, marathon? All right, yeah. But I've been doing this for a very, very, very long time. When I first started running, I went out for a run with my friend. Maybe 200 metres. We both sort of got to the 200 metre point. This is a very faithful reenaction. Fuck. We're meant to be going for another 10 minutes. Should we just go to the pub? Yeah. And we turned around and went to the pub for a roast. We did run a marathon 7 months later. But yeah, our first one was not great. We nearly died on the Hove seafront. We'd gone from the King Alfred to the Peace Statue and nearly died. Anyone that knows the seafront of Hove knows that's really not very far. And we were trying to run a marathon. It's like running from here to the bar. It didn't go very well. So yeah, we all start somewhere. And apparently that isn't even time on Hove Prom. Because somebody decided it'd be a great idea to run a marathon, and it wasn't me. It was Neil. It wasn't me. But yeah, exercise can help improve your mental health. Not will, can. There is a big difference in that. I know you get doctors going, oh, do park runs, great. Yes. It will make everything better. But it can. When the world is a dumpster fire, sometimes taking control of things that you have the ability to take control of actually makes you feel just a little bit better. Or go to the gym, get a bit of a sweat on, have a little pump, think you're looking cute, you know, go and have a protein shake. And then 20 nuggets from McDonald's. Protein? Protein, yeah. Technically it's protein.
20 nuggets is tonight.
Can I just say something about that? If you actually do get into, can I just say one thing about what you just said? If you do get into lifting, because I do compete, buy chicken select from McDonald's. They have one of the best macronutrient profiles of any food you can order.
I'm on that later, don't worry about that.
Don't you fucking dare say anything in McDonald's is healthy.
Healthy.
Healthy is not the same as meeting your macronutrients. Healthy is a dumb buzzword people use and they don't understand it. If you have low testosterone, mate, a steak is healthy because it will up your testosterone because it has saturated fat in it. You need saturated fat for your hormones. That's healthy according to that specific example. I have IBS. I can't eat whole grains. Whole grains are healthy, but if I ate them, I'd be on the floor in pain.
Yeah.
Is that healthy to me? Healthy is relative.
Healthy is relative, good, bad, all of these terms are demonised sometimes, but they're also very, very, very relative to you as a unique individual. Yeah. So we'll come on to these kind of things in a bit as well.
One of the things that bugs me at the bottom of so much is when people say, oh, just go to the gym, it feels so much better, but if you can't even get up to go to begin with, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And it's also not even guaranteed. I've gone plenty of times I've been feeling a bit rough and come out feeling even worse. And then, you know, I just go home and sit in a strop the rest of the day. So it's definitely not done. I've been doing it for years.
Well, we want to be honest with you guys about this. You know, it isn't going to fix all of your life problems. There are some days where you're having a really shitty day. You go and throw something heavy around the gym or go for a run.
That is great fun.
And you do feel a bit better. Because punching your colleagues is frowned upon.
That's it.
Lifting heavy dumbbells not frowned upon. So, you know, it's challenging.
Yeah, I know, I want you for my wife.
Don't punch colleague if you're married to. But yeah, so these are all tips. They may or may not all specifically apply to you. Obviously, there are many people in here who all are very different people. So this isn't a Bible of you must do all of these things, you must adopt all of these tips. We're hoping that you might come out of it with maybe a tip, a thing that you might decide to like try or do. or just some great memes that you can steal from us later. So, goals and motivations. It is difficult for us to sit here and tell you what your goals should be, what your motivations are, because they're all going to be different. What we will suggest is really have a think about what your goal is. What are you actually trying to achieve, and why? I want to be skinny, I want a beach body. Why? Because social media says you should be skinny and have a beach body? If I take my body to the beach, it's a beach body. You don't like looking at me in a bikini? You don't know. Especially when it's gone up here and I'm walking around the beach trying to get the wedgie. Because they're never big enough. But just to have a bit of, bit of introspection, have a think what it is you actually really want, why you want it, and that will help determine so much of what you might want to eat, what you might want to do activity-wise, and actually what your journey, I know I keep using the word journey like a bloody Instagram post, I do apologise, but it will help you figure out what you want to do. Do you want to be able to get up and down the stairs a bit easier? Do you want to be able to run the bus, run after your kids, your nephew? Do you want to just feel a bit healthier, maybe have a bit more energy? Do you want to wake up in the morning and feel less shit? There are all many different things, not all just, I'm going to run an ultramarathon, I want to lift heavy things. Oh, that one is great, do that, lifting heavy things is great. Also, heavy is relative. My heavy is very different from someone else's heavy, as Carrie found out last night. What's your deadlift max? I told her, and she just sat there going, I should
100 kilograms more than mine.
a little bit. I've been doing this longer. But yeah, heavy is relative. Fast is relative. Distances, well, no distances on there, they're fairly fixed unit of measure. Marathon's still a marathon. But the time it takes you to do these things is variable. There is no fixed thing of what fit is, what healthy is. None of us are trying to compete in the Olympics or win any kind of, unless you are, in which case congratulations, well done. Very impressive. Most of us aren't trying to compete at any kind of, or anything. I run a lot of races. I'm not going to win. I have in fact been last at many races. I'm not even that slow comparatively, and I've been last a lot. I keep doing really small ones I really shouldn't do. Turn up and there's 40 people and it's all really tiny men in tiny shorts and singlets, and there's me turning up going, well, I'm going to be last. And I am. But it's fine. They all stay and cheer me on. It's fine. Like an hour later. But everything's relative. People have got different mental health issues. They have different shift patterns. They have different numbers of spoons. That varies day to day. I'm hoping you all spoon analogy. It's been around long enough, right? Your spoon levels are going to vary day in, day out. One day you might have loads. One day you might have somehow negative. Somehow less than no spoons. And that's okay. Your motivation to achieve your goals will vary a lot day to day. Some days are bad days, like Andy said. They might just go shitty. And that's okay. Not every day is going to be perfect. Not every day is going to be brilliant. Not every day you're going to wake up and yeah, I'm going to get to the gym, I'm going to eat loads of protein, I'm going to hit all macros, it's going to be great, yeah. No. Someone will send a shitty email at work and everything goes downhill from there.
Or it's great motivation for the gym at that point. You get a shitty email, then you go off and go, Bob, and you start throwing everything everywhere, and it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so.
But not every day's a great day, and that's okay. Not every day has to be a perfect workout. Not every day has to be a perfectly balanced diet. This weekend, for example, maybe not a weekend for perfectly balanced macros. I've already told my coach this week that I will not be logging any of my food for the week. I completed my food diary on Thursday.
Blank.
Slimline gin tonic's not exactly calorie free.
Yeah, but it's slimline though. Slimline gins. Apart from those Fridays I had last night, they weren't slimline. Well, one weekend isn't going to ruin everything. But yeah, so back to goals. We can't tell you what your goals need to be. I think we've got some more. Yeah. It's up to you what your goals are. We can't tell you as individual human beings what your goals should be. If you want to talk about it and maybe help drill down into what trying to narrow down what you think you might want, Andy and I will be around for the rest of the convention, probably in the bar or the gym. So please come up and talk to us, or we've tagged our Instagram accounts later, so please feel free to politely slide into my DMs and ask us questions about the gym. Because we love talking about the gym. And we can sit and have a chat and maybe try and help you, but we're not professional. But yeah, just have a think. it's up to you, and your goal may be very different from someone else's goal. That's cool. It doesn't have to be the same unless you're training to do a marathon together, in which case maybe your goal should be the same thing. But yeah, it's unique, as you are all special snowflakes. Your goals are all individual snowflakes.
That should be on a t-shirt.
I'm a special snowflake, my mummy told me.
But nutrition, this is a big fun topic. Sorry, keeping an eye on time. Okay, very important thing about diet. By diet we mean the food you eat, not a diet plan.
And this is accurate.
Yeah.
I was doing this two nights ago.
Well, you probably can't see in the back of my laptop, but I have a sticker that says how I cut carbs, and it's a picture of a pizza cutter. I know you can't, right? I like carbs. That's my friend. But yes, but we will use the word diet, but we do mean literally the basic definition of food you eat through face eat diet, not a paid for, structured plan, scheme, subscription, diet plan. We just mean your food. So lots of questions that people have about food. What should I be eating? And as we were saying earlier, what is good or healthy for one person might be terrible for you. I am very allergic to nuts, and we go, just have a handful of almonds. No. Peanut butter. No. So I had to be particular just because of death or IBS. That'll
IBS gang.
make you feel like
represent.
you're dying, from what I understand.
Lactose.
Yeah.
So you have all of these other problems that might be around, let alone what you should be eating. There are many things that will actually kill you or make you feel like you're dying anyway. So everyone's diet is going to be very different, but it also very much ties into what your goals are. So we've put up a few suggestions here. They're very high level, very broad suggestions, I would like to point out. Because again, everybody's diet, what food you're going to eat will vary slightly from person to person. People like to demonise good food and bad food, but good and bad are subjective. There's nothing wrong with using terms like good and bad, but just be mindful that what is good for you will be terrible for someone else. But if you have to think back to your goals, or when you figured out what your goal is, what your motivations are, then that will hopefully drive some conscious choices as to what you're going to eat. There's nothing wrong with having 20 nuggets. I think that's the next slide, isn't it? Yeah. So, where are we? Yeah. Living, like carrots, great food, right? Great, really healthy. If you lived off nothing but carrots, you will die. You know that's what you know that. You of all people know that is bad. Yeah, live off carrots, you will die. Live off donuts, you will die, but you'll probably be happier.
Bad either way.
Yeah. That's the thing, like anything in excess is bad for you, no matter what it is. You can have a can of fizzy drink. If you want a can of fizzy drink, have a fizzy drink. If you don't hate it, maybe go for like a zero or a diet or a light version. A can of Diet Coke, 2 cans of Diet Coke a day will not kill you. And all scientific actual evidence proves that it will also not definitely give you cancer. Be mindful of scientific research, much of it is paid for and not unbiased. But anything in moderation. If your diet doesn't support you having a little bit of what you fancy every now and again, get a new fucking diet. Because if you restrict your diet, you will only binge later. If you fill your fridge full of shitty, hollow calorie foods, binge foods, you will eat them because they are in your cupboard. You will walk past and go, oh, I might get a carrot. Oh, a carrot Alfredo. You know what you're going to eat. You're going to look at that lovely fruit bowl of dying fruit. Eat me. Eat me. And then the hoodoos just jump out of the cupboard. Because you put them in there. And it's making just conscious choices of just remembering there's nothing wrong with having a Freddo or a hula hoop or a Mars bar or whatever. If you buy it, you will eat it. Mind you, if you buy fruit, you probably may not eat it, you may just throw it in the compost. I don't know. We've all had that avocado sit there, or banana, just anyway, I'm dying. I'm dying, that's nice. And then you just take it and put it back in the bin. But yeah, good foods and bad foods are subjective. There are apps like MyFitnessPal, which I do personally use, which can help you monitor your calorie intake, which I know can be very triggering for lots of people, especially people recovering from eating disorders. There are options within that, and it's a free app. You can pay for extra stuff, but you don't have to. Where you can switch it to percentages, or just looking at the grams in terms of your carbohydrate intake, your protein intake, so you don't have to specifically look at calories. If you do find that negatively affects your mental health, you can switch those kind of views off. Or you can do a manual food diary and literally just look at what you're intaking. And that's really useful, especially if you choose to adjust your diet, if that's something you want to do. Being aware of what you're currently eating is a great place to start. So don't adjust what you're doing, just make a note of what you're eating for a couple of weeks. You may notice some things in there that maybe you could swap, you could reduce, you could stop doing all the time, like binge drinking gin at Minami. It was no go. It's fine.
Should we be worried?
It's only Minami. I have no kids with me this weekend. I'm gonna drink gin, that's why
You said all the time.
Don't do it all the time. All the time. Don't do it all the time.
How often does Minami happen?
Every day.
This is when Minami is more state of mind.
I am one with Minami. But yeah, not every day has to be good. Much like exercise, mental health, your diet, there are good days and there are bad days. If you can try, maybe 80% of the time, eat things that are good for you or help sort of align with your goals. Then 20% of the time, fine. That 20% of the time isn't going to ruin the other 80. Basic fractions, kids. 80 is considerably bigger than 20. I think we're all agreed on that one. 20% won't completely ruin your diet.
At my gym, we do 70-30.
Yeah, it's the same.
And it's your own decision about how you take it. You can do that over a week. So
Yep.
70% of what you eat over the week is good, and then 30% is, the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Or you can do it daily. So 70% of what you eat that day, make sure that it's nutritious food, and then the other 30% is my kind of Coke.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the same principle of like, as long as the majority of what you're intaking aligns with your goals, then a little bit, yeah, either every day. I went for 100% Monday to Thursday. So that Friday through Sunday could be trash. I'm not kidding. I've eaten nothing but garbage basically. And I'm alright with this, it's cool. But I've made that as a conscious decision that I am totally cool with. Sitting and eating Freddos at 1 o'clock this morning. No, that was midnight, I know. But I've made a conscious decision and I'm totally cool with that. But yeah, one donut, bao bun, 8 packs of high chews you've bought from the dealer's room later isn't gonna completely ruin your diet. You don't have to go, oh no, I've had one donut, I've ruined my diet, I've fallen off the wagon, I'll start again next Monday. No, just maybe make better choices tomorrow. It's fine. It's not going to kill you. 1 pack of high chews, 8 packs of high chews may be a bad idea. You will just feel very sick after that. Okay. Will not ruin you, will make you vom. But it won't ruin it. And this is the thing to remember, not everything has to be perfect. If you have one bad day, say you just have a really terrible day and you just binge terrible food all day, all week. You don't have to wait till the start of the month. You don't have to wait till Monday. You don't have to wait till a certain day in the calendar to start again. If you feel better by dinner, maybe make a better dinner choice. You can restart in the middle of the day, it's fine. No, there's no rule that says you can only restart your diet on a Monday. And I've seen lots of people do that. Oh, I'll redo it on Monday, it'll be fine. I'll go back on Monday. I'll go back onto my diet on Monday. And I just what's wrong with tomorrow? Like New Year's resolutions. People that know me know I have opinions about New Year's resolutions. You don't have to wait till January. I mean, they're great deals in the gym. Yeah, great. But what's wrong with starting things on a Wednesday? Happy Tuesday. Go and start it on a Tuesday. Yeah, you can't change everything overnight as well. But also, you don't have to wait till a Monday. Just, if you feel like doing it now, do it now. You want to make a better choice this afternoon?
Good luck.
Maybe not till Monday.
Basics and easy. Starting it during Minami is not basics and easy.
So on
That's
Monday.
hard
It
So wait
sets
till
us up
Monday.
for failure.
McDonald's is just across the road. Don't do this to me.
Exactly. do not start anything this weekend. Other than maybe drink some water, actual water.
Stay hydrated.
Or combine it, vodka in your protein shake.
That's the look of somebody who's actually done it.
You can get clear protein.
Maybe this weekend, maybe not this weekend, but maybe have some water, kids. Maybe just have some water at some point this weekend, which is probably more than you normally have. Just have a glass.
Well, that's forward thinking.
Just try it. Just
That weightlifting competition, ironically.
a few other tips. I'm again not going to read this out. We will put these slides in the Facebook group afterwards so that you can read all of the word bomb that we put up here. But it's just little things like if you've got the time, the energy, the budget, the spoons, consider meal prepping. It's boring. It's really boring. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Unless you have a momentary hyperfixation, in which case you can go and do that. Yeah, run with that. Yeah, if you're feeling that hyperfixation, you meal prep. You meal prep for your life. Yeah.
2 weeks later.
Yeah, meal prepping is boring and it's not very exciting, but it can be useful if you're in an office and you need to bring in lunches and stuff and things, but it's not for everyone. Check your labels. I will reinforce that one. Not all of the diet-friendly foods, if you go to the supermarket and see the pre-packaged like Weight Watchers and filling well, I don't like low-cal Tesco stuff. So much salt. Check the labels. Just get familiar with what those labels say and what the words mean, because often the approved diet ones are terrible for you. They have very little nutritional. Low cal. I might as well just eat cardboard. They've got like no protein. They're mostly just salt, and actually just maybe choose if you're going for a ready meal. Because, life happens. Sometimes you need a microwave dinner. Just look at the labels and pick something better.
Sometimes they don't do it by the portion size, they do it in grams.
Oh yeah.
So it makes it look like it's good. It's like per so many grams.
Yeah.
Everything you're eating is like 3-4 times what it is.
Yeah.
They don't give you any kind of breakdown with it. It's just 100 grams. So this thing weighs 400. A serving is 33.5. Okay, cool. Now how am I going to work that out? Yeah, you're not. So you're just going to eat the whole thing. And, yeah.
No one's doing that.
No, exactly. Yeah, portion sizes are often. Yeah, there definitely aren't any kids, are there? Bollocks. Like, what? I think I haven't got any snacks. I haven't got any snacks on me. Oh God. I know. The roll-up snacks. But next time you happen to look at anything that isn't teeny tiny pre-portioned, just look at the portion size it recommends. Just for shits and giggles. It's terrible. Like, I think Cadbury's chocolate fingers. I'm fairly certain, because I had some the other day. The portion size, I think, for chocolate fingers is 3.
Twixes, you're only meant to eat one bar.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's
My son.
Yeah, I've seen the Coke one. Yeah, who drinks half a bottle of Coke? Who drinks half a Twix?
Yeah.
Like,
Drink
eat half a Twix.
I
That's how I get my macros. I just drink everything. I'm not awake yet, okay? That's what
Can I just say, I do actually have some sweets here, and it does sound like these are German sweets. They are a lot better for their nutrition in Germany. This is a 250-gram bag, and portion size is 20 grams.
half a sweetie. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, about that much.
Yeah. I think Mini X is like 6 or 7. Who's measuring these portion sizes?
I bet you're like, you know how a pre-med has like
unless that's all that's left. Who is physically capable of only eating 3 chocolate fingers? Well, the children left them unattended down the
Definition is.
Yeah. Like, people don't eat those portion sizes. They're nonsense. So, start looking at labels, start Googling. Google is sometimes your friend. Be mindful. But have a look at the labels. Look at the portion sizes. Look at per pack versus per gram or per serving size, because you will find that some of these like diet-friendly foods are terrible, and you could just go and buy a normal thing and actually find it's got more protein and less salt in it anyway.
So one thing we found at home, because we're trying to do it ourselves, was meal planning rather than meal prepping. It's sort of a really nice gateway into it. Not having like lunch, dinner, blah, 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 but like, this is our evening meal. We'll base everything around that and try and have that as your point. It's really helped us get that lead into it.
Yeah, it definitely, if you can plan your shop before you do it. If you do like a weekly shop or a daily shop or whatever, you could try and have an idea before you go in so that you don't write a list, put on your phone, on a bit of paper, go old school, have a list and try and stick to it. And don't go shopping when you're hungry because you will buy a trolley full of shit. Simon has seen the snacks I brought with me to Minami. I look like an unsupervised 13-year-old boy who's been let loose in Tesco's.
It's true.
It's true. I did also bring a bag of protein, so I kind of feel like it's balanced.
Is it all nuggets?
No, I brought 2 different proteins with me and some protein bars.
Oh, what protein bars?
The My Protein crispy chocolate wafers.
I love my protein.
Have you tried the My Protein oat bakes?
No. I haven't tried those yet. I bulk bought the wafers when they were on sale. I literally had 100 of them in my cupboard.
What are they like?
So good.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway.
Yeah. Have you tried the My Protein oat bakes? They're amazing. You get
No,
a dark
I've-
chocolate one, and it's.
I've only so far gone the chocolate wafers because
Yeah,
I
they do them in Tesco for cheap when they're on Club Car price.
Oh,
So definitely recommend those.
Yeah, My Protein is actually quite a good brand. You will see it in a lot of shops. They are like health, protein based. Obviously, they're called My Protein. There's lots of protein foods, and actually, if you find them in the shops, yeah,
By the bulk.
yeah, you can buy things in bulk as well. And actually, as a brand, their stuff, although it's marketed as health stuff, is actually quite okay. But a few tips: start small. Try drinking a cup of water. Drinking 2 litres of water, going from drinking nothing but iced coffee and energy drinks, and then trying to go to 2 litres of water a day is quite a Herculean effort that most of us can't do. So start small. You don't have to go to 2 litres, have a cup. Maybe every other day, try and remember to have a cup. Just carry a water bottle with you. I have many friends who are blessed, cursed, with ADHD who have water bottles literally everywhere. And one in the car, one at the desk, one at the house, one in the gym bag, and having them everywhere so that they, you don't lose that object permanence because there is a water bottle everywhere you look.
I don't know if it'll happen. I struggle to remember to drink, but I know Tesco have a water bottle that literally has on it like a 12-hour clock.
Yeah.
It tells you how much to sort of drink during the day, so I just have that on my desk, and every time I look I go, oh, okay, I drink that.
Yeah, I have one of those that sits on my desk and judges me.
Mine sits in my cupboard.
But yeah, they are quite good if you are trying to more consciously track how much you've actually had. Then yeah, getting the ones with the time trackers or volume, the liquid volume ones on are quite useful. But yeah, just try having lots of them around if you struggle with object permanence and just remembering stuff. Not exclusive to ADHD, although I believe it is one of the prime features. But yeah, try just having water bottles everywhere. I might remember. But yeah, there is a few. Follow this guy, he's great. He's on Instagram. He is not trying to sell you fitness supplements or shit. He does really very simple, and I really should put an example in here, but very simple infographics explaining what the content of food is. They did one recently on, okay, you're going to go for some fast food. McDonald's, Burger King, etc. Here are some choices that you can make. Here is a lower calorie, here is a higher protein. Of your McDonald's options, here are maybe some better choices that you can make, because sometimes you are in an airport at Minami and places where you don't have access to lots of healthy options. You're at a service station in Fleet, for example, in the middle of nowhere, and your choices are KFC or Burger King. Like how to make good choices for you, should you want to do that, or you're just going to go binge and scrape. But yeah, he has some lovely infographics, but there are also lots of tips, like this one is my favourite one. A Mars bar ice cream is better for you than a Mars bar. It has less calories, less fat, and it basically tastes like a Mars bar. Because it is a Mars bar, it's just ice cream, and therefore it's better because it's ice cream. But if you want a Mars bar fix, then have a Mars bar. Mini ice rings. I know this has become quite a popular one, been popularised by a bunch of influencers, but this has been around for a long time. The pre-packaged pack of mini ice rings, the regular ones or the Aldi knockoff ones that are just as good, are 93 calories per pack, and you still get to put ice rings on your finger and go, whee, ice rings, and feel like a child eating biscuits. You still get that, one biscuit, you still get that, that craving fix, but without eating an entire pack of ice rings. I'm sure many of you have seen this before. We are complicated houseplants. Drink water.
You'll be green later too.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Well, that was something that would be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
So he sits there in the corner of every single gym. You just don't know about it.
Yeah. If you look really closely, you'll just see him in the corner winking at you. Yeah.
That's a little bit creepy eventually.
Yeah. Is this right, Cap? Is this okay?
In that or
Yeah,
He's always in there.
Yeah.
right.
You go on your
I
left.
was gonna say or less. No, or less or
If you ask him nicely, I do. Wall of text. Slides will be available later.
So, go back. It's a bit like with the food and everything. It all comes down to planning and what you want to do and what you want to achieve. It does take a lot of time to plan if you do want to get going, but once you get sorted and everything gets into, you get to a rhythm and routine, it comes a bit more second nature. But figure out how many days you can actually do exercise, not necessarily go to the gym, but actually go and do the exercise. That will then inform how you split those workouts out, depending on what you want to do. If you just want to do cardio, then, I don't know how you split cardio out. Just do 2, 3, 4 sessions.
Just go for a run.
Yeah, go for a run. There you go.
Turn around.
If you want to lift, do lifting things, you split it out into different body areas, because you don't want to do the same body area back to back, because things need time to heal. That's when the improvements happen. All examples up there of sets and rep ranges and everything. I won't go through all that, because again, that will depend on time,
2 years.
what you want to do, where you want to improve, all that kind of stuff. But I would recommend going for larger muscle groups if you do want to lift stuff first. Do the big exercises and then go down to the smaller ones if you have time. Oh yeah, another thing, do make sure you train everything if you are going to lift weights.
Don't skip leg day.
Don't skip leg day. The meme is true.
They save lives.
They also save your knees, as I found out.
Yeah.
You do it wrong. One mistake I did make was doing it wrong, messed my knee up, and then took years getting it all back. So yeah, definitely do that. But always prioritise the things you enjoy, because if you end up enjoying all of this stuff, you'll find it a lot easier to do. If you find it a chore, it'll become a drag and you won't do it. But if you can find it, which is the hardest thing, by the way, is finding a way to enjoy getting sweaty and uncomfortable and all the rest of it.
And it doesn't have to be lifting things. There is loads of other fitnessy things you could do. Pole, hoop, things on trampolines, like dance classes. There are all kinds of swimming. There's all the traditional things. There's the less traditional things. Fitness classes don't always have to be, like little jumping around aerobics. Or lifting heavy weights.
Tai Chi is good.
Yeah, Tai Chi. Yeah, yoga,
I really want to
Pilates.
learn how to do the punching thing.
Punching things is always fun. You could try
Just in general? Or?
I my suppliers, my customers.
Couriers.
Find a body combat class. Try body combat. That does a lot of. Yeah, body combat is heavy cardio, but you get to punch a lot of things.
Your heart rate is like, oh my god.
It's good fun though, but you might die. Yeah, but then other people won't die because you can punch the bags and not them. So.
You should put a bag in the warehouse.
Yeah, but there are like a million different fitness things. Go play badminton, go do tennis, short tennis. There's plenty of things that you can do: seated, standing, jumping around, depending on your preference. There are loads of different things out there. Don't be afraid to try like free drop-in classes for different things that you've never tried before. Like intro classes, drop-in classes, all exist for a reason, to show people what these activities are like and if you like it or not. That's okay. It's okay to try it and go, not for me. That's okay. You don't have to like every bit of fitness.
No, and I don't like every bit of fitness.
No.
But calisthenics is another one that seems to be doing the rounds at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Like just anything to do with body weight. And then you see people doing ridiculous handstands upside down on a pull-up bar in the middle of the gym with their feet touching the tiles on the ceiling. And you're never quite sure how they even got up there and let them get down. But yeah, if life does get in the way with gym routines, try and be flexible with it too. So just because you go, right, I'm going to do Monday and Wednesday, and something happens on Monday and Wednesday, just move it around. Just go when you next can. That's it. Just be flexible with it all.
We'll do some stuff at home. We'll hopefully try and show you a couple of bits. Maybe we'll show you in the lobby. But there are lots of things you can do at home as well. So if you can't make the gym, there's plenty of things you can do. Yeah, gym nerves. Let's go this probably quite quickly.
Yeah, so again, unfortunately no hard and fast rules with this one. Everyone gets gym nerves. I get gym nerves still, especially when I've not been for a while. Just a few tips. Wear something you feel comfortable in. So whatever that might be, as long as it's not jeans. Sailor Moon leggings, graphical shorts, whatever you want really. As long as it's comfortable and you can move in it, go nuts. Headphones are great because you don't have to listen to anybody. And there is some absolute rubbish you hear in the gym. So headphones are a must. There will always be there will always be dickheads in the gym.
Yeah.
There will always be. But they will be more often not interested in any of themselves.
Yeah. They will be in front of the mirror, curling and looking only at their own biceps, so you're fine.
I mean, we all do that. Anyway.
Everyone's too busy worrying about what everyone thinks of them to actually be looking at anyone else. So 95% of people in the gym are all doing the same thing of, oh God, these shorts make me look fat. We're all thinking the same thing and no one's looking at anyone else because we're all too busy worrying about ourselves. In the nicest yet slightly narcissistic way possible, we're all worrying about ourselves. No one's looking at you, they're only worrying about themselves. Because we are all doing that, apart from that 5% of dickheads who are just curling, and that's fine.
Group of lads around one bench doing chest for making sets.
Yeah, just
that kind of thing.
it's If you're not sure what you're doing at the gym, ask someone that works there. There are many machines with QR codes on them that you can scan with your phone, and it brings up the manufacturer's list of how to use this machine videos. If you look around the gym, you will find at least one person sitting on a bit of kit like this. They're not just scrolling Instagram, they're working out how the fuck to do their next exercise because they can't remember how to do the thing they did last week.
Actually, yeah. Or what you did last week and trying to figure out what to do this time. Yeah.
Don't be afraid of looking at videos on YouTube and looking at how to use a machine, or asking somebody that works there. Ask one of the PTs, like, how does this machine work? I don't know. That's okay, everyone will learn. Find someone that looks vaguely approachable in the gym that's just been using the machine and ask them very nicely, could you teach me how to use this, please? You will find people at the gym love talking about the gym. So if you ask us, we'll show you, because we love it.
Oh, there is no. There are some machines where when you do sit down on the seat, if you are a little on the shorter side, you may not be able to reach. By all means, ask someone to, if you can't get it down, put it down for you. I have been asked before. Yeah, you do like going.
Always check the weights before you lift.
Or your feet don't reach the floor and you're just sitting there like a little kid.
That's the leg extension machine. You just sit on it. Even I can bang my legs on that. I
There are some tips there. Drink water, don't rush. Put your weights back. Don't be a dick.
Yeah. Form over weight, which I don't think I've put on there as well. I didn't. Yeah. So focus on the form of what you're doing rather than the weight of what you're lifting.
And the same goes for home as well. If you're doing at home, like body weight stuff, work on form over reps. You're better off doing 3 like chair, tricep dips that are perfect than doing 10 really shitty ones and throwing your elbow out. Quality over quantity, very much quality. No. Many of us aren't 21 anymore and can't risk throwing an elbow out because it will take 8 weeks to recover. What you fed up?
There is I would say the Super Saiyan 4 is the mad dash to the toilet.
Every workout's not only hit but finished. Yeah. There are some tips. Movement. Oh yeah, what to wear? Anything. Like I said, anything you feel comfortable in that you can stretch and relieve. If you can do the Riker maneuver in it, it's probably okay to go to the gym. I've got some examples. If you own boobs, which many of us do, and you plan on doing anything that involves jumping around, please strap them down for your own safety and others around you. If, however, you're part of the itty bitty committee, of which I'm quite jealous, or you're not doing things that involve jumping around quite so much, so like low impact or weights, you can get away with like cheaper bras basically. When I'm doing weightlifting and I'm not really doing anything jumpy aroundy, I have a couple of sports bras from Primark in the bigger bars. They're fine. However, if you are going to run a marathon, regardless of size of boobage, please get a proper bar. But I actually quite like Marks & Spencer's and Boobadoo. They both have good sales. Boobadoo have great sales. Boobadoo got up to a K cup, M&S got up to a G, so if you are very blessed in the boobage, These are great places, and they also go down to like a AA as well, and like very small pack sizes. So those are great options. We also do virtual fittings and things. I'm not an ambassador, I'm not getting paid, I just quite like their ethos of strap you guys down, keep them safe. So yeah, if you are going to do lots and lots of bouncing and high impact, please strap them down because it will actually hurt after a while. I've made that mistake of wearing the wrong bar and you end up with the pain over here for a few days going, oh. Try and explain that to your coach, what's wrong? Never mind. Don't make me do skip into me, please. Yeah. Also, if you happen to own a penis and you're doing high impact cardio, consider strapping that bad boy down, because I have been informed that after a while it can go.
Can I also point out, please, for the love of God, wear something like that when you're doing weights as well. No one wants to catch an eyeful of your knackers when you're lifting.
Underwear.
Or when you're sat on a machine and you just happen to look up from your phone and go, oh, that's breakfast.
Please, people, strap it in, down. I mean, you don't have to, tuck it up. Just consider keeping it nicely tucked away, because I've been reliably informed apparently that also gets a little uncomfortable on high impact cardio. So get some proper sports pants.
It definitely does, and I'd also be careful of pinching.
Yeah.
But these are things no one talks about. Strap your things down, kids, for your own safety.
Good underwear can make all the difference of you having a good day, a good gym day. Yeah. And for those with penises, a good hipster brief is best in the gym.
Yeah. I wore the wrong thumb to the gym the other day, and I spent most of the day just going, fuck. It's the wrong fabric combo. Like every time I moved, it slipped inside my leggings. I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing in the corner of the gym, and you have to turn around and go.
Yeah. We literally have a whole slide on this later of things that will happen to you in the gym. So things to wear at the gym. I mean, whatever you want. Fuck me. Basically. What the hell? Oh yeah. This is fondly known as the fighting your demons guy.
Yeah.
You will see.
There's one of those in every gym.
Yeah, I say guy. Then you will find them in the gym.
It's a demon.
With the sweat, with the tracksuit, full tracksuit, usually with the big headphones over the tracksuit. I don't know how they hear anything. Maybe with a baseball cap. They won't make eye contact. They won't look at anyone. They will just lift their weights in silence and then leave.
The biggest weights in the gym usually.
The biggest weights, yeah. They are fondly fighting your demons.
Yeah.
And that's cool. You need to go fight some demons. You want to wear cute magic set? Look at you. All right. You want to wear what you just pulled out the drawer? Fine. You want to work out in a sports bra? Awesome. No one cares. Wear what makes you happy. Wear your Pikachu socks. I do quite regularly wear weird nerdy things to the gym, and I have a reputation for being the really colourful person. Those were Grogu leggings you saw earlier as well. Do not wear these to the gym. It's really quite simple. Do not wear high-heeled trainers. I'm fairly certain I had those in like 2003. Do not wear jeans. Do not wear a suit. Do not wear things that you cannot move freely in. Otherwise, wear what you want. Minami t-shirt, oversized joggers, tiny hot pants. Doesn't matter. Just do not wear these. These are like the only things you should not wear.
I've legit seen someone in the gym before wearing full jeans, shirt, a belt, and shoes. Not too dissimilar to those actually. And I don't know how he was doing things.
And the same goes for if you're at home. Yeah, if you are at home working out, still do not work in. Take your jeans off. You don't own any sports clothing or free moving clothing at all. Okay, work at home in your pants, that is fine. Just take your jeans off.
That was the best thing about lockdown.
Working out in your pants at home, yeah.
Yeah.
We did some videos. However, Google did its wonderful trick of, I'm still processing. It's been 3 days, Google. We will link all of the lovely videos that Andy and I did into the Facebook group later. We've got lots of movements, things you can do at home, seated things, body weight things, basic gym things as well.
You specifically went to the gym to do it as well.
And Google was like, no, chance on there. I've got one or two that are working and would go. But yeah, here's some good content. I won't read these all out because these are links you can follow. Obviously there's us, follow us. These are our workout accounts. We have other ones, but these are the ones where we post mostly just only post workout stuff. Click them later, follow them, do some stuff. There's some more. Oh yes, our tip. Some other tips. Things will go wrong at the gym, also at home. It's okay. Boot sweat is real. Sweaty crotches do sometimes make you wonder if you've been running too hard or maybe had an accident.
Butt sweat as well. That's not on there too.
Yeah. You will just get gross and sweaty. It's okay, guys. It happens. Yeah, as Andy said, you will get undignified wedgies. You will, even at home, be walking around and like just. Especially in a class, you're like, oh God, everyone can see me picking a wedgie because someone else has just done it. It's fine, it happens. You will make ugly goblin faces when lifting it. The videos that Andy and I have recorded that you'll see later will be us beautifully demoing all of the movements. No breaking a sweat. Because we lowered all of the weights. To show you perfect form.
Hopefully. I've not seen the videos yet.
Let me look around, the ones that Google let me watch. But they were to show you what roughly you should be doing. However, none of us look like that when we're actually, we're not on the machines going, oh, I'm just going to do a deadlift. Yeah, no. It's a bit more like it. So if you're pulling undignified, ugly goblin faces when you're doing any kind of workout, probably doing it right. If you come out and you're like, oh, I look great, everything was wonderful, I've not broken a sweat, you could have gone harder. You'll trip over something, you'll hit your head on something, you'll bash your shin on something, you will slip off a rowing machine, you will stand there next to a machine going, how do I adjust the seat? Yeah. Like there's always a pin and then it doesn't want to move and then you can't get on the thing and it's either your legs are dangling or you're sitting on it like this going, this isn't right.
Is it a twisty pin or is it a pulley pin or is it a lever choppy?
If you look around the gym, there is at least one person at any given time going.
Or they'll adjust it on the seat and then it'll suddenly plummet and they'll go.
It is not a sexy place to look dignified. It's okay. We all have this problem.
Also, this one, by the way, happens way more often than you think.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Especially doing anything that involves doubling up. I've literally been doing crunches before and it's been. I kept going.
This is why you wear headphones.
And I met someone else in the gym. Yes.
Also, if you're not wearing headphones, all you can hear is the terrible music your gym is playing, and about 30 other people going, and it's not nice.
There we go. There we go.
This is how we actually look while we are lifting things.
There was no farting during these, even though it may look like.
Yeah. This is how you should look, at least on your last set. Just as sexy as I do. And this is the easiest slide to put together. Like, give me 2 seconds, I'll just screen cap some videos.
The last few workouts it is.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, that one was literally like 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, we did some, these are the exercises we did. We've got all of, like 5 minutes. So yeah, we want to show you some videos of things we can do at home, because the gym ones obviously we can't demo here, unless you would like to come to the gym with us in approximately 7 minutes time. Andy and I are going to the gym. Shocking.
It's got a 3-day free trial at the Pure Gym over there, guys, just to let you know. So if you go on Pure Gym's
That's all
website.
over there. I'm just going to use that one, it's fine.
Oh, right, you're going, wait, the Novotel one?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Not everyone here is in the Novotel. Can everyone use it then?
No.
Can they stop us all?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to ask reception to
Someone can work out with us, then you can do it. If you use it once.
We won't all fit.
Yeah, you can only fit a few people, yeah. But we will be around in the lobby, so if you do want to ask, to have a chat with us and ask us any kind of more sensitive questions that maybe you don't want to ask in a room full of people, then please do, or slide into our DMs. I'm going to go to the sexy lifting faces because it's funnier. But we do have a few minutes. So does anyone have any questions that they want to ask now? If not, I'm going to make Andy demo some exercises.
Can I, going back to the nutrition thing?
Yeah.
I'm a chef for a living. If you do your unhealthy section of the day and you're going to McDonald's or whatever, do it earlier in the day because oil remembers. So make it sound like an elephant. Oil remembers, so if you have your chicken nuggets later in the day, they've got all the calories from the chicken nuggets throughout the rest of the day. So if you have your chicken nuggets early, because the oil you're putting it in has been used for everybody else's chicken nuggets. So you're getting like minor amounts of calories from everybody else's nuggets, and it all just clumps together in one. It's why when you, depressingly, I worked for Wetherspoons for a little time, and they used to put the calorie intakes for everything on there, and it was all bullshit.
Yeah, calorie
Because all
intakes
of
on
the
things
oil
are all approximate.
adds onto things.
All approximate.
Nug sections.
Yeah. So the later on you go, because they haven't changed the oil, is worse for you because you end up going, instead of having like 5 chicken nuggets, you're actually having like 50. So, not maybe that much.
Not quite, but yeah, the oil will have extra. But all calorie descriptions or anything are all approximate. I don't know what the British Trading Standards tolerance is, but on pre-packaged foods there is quite a tolerance. If you go to restaurants and they have calories on there, I believe they can have up to like a 40% difference. So, because it's all individually prepared and these things can vary, so really big pinch of salt, like not literally don't put more salt on your food, but very approximate.
As someone who worked at McDonald's and did prep in the morning, the grilled chicken is roughly 80 grams, give or take 5 grams each side, so that's a pro tip there.
Any other questions quickly before we get chucked out by Pete?
Pete's going to check us out.
Pete is checking out, yeah.
Are you going to do another session next year? Will there be like a sportsy session next year?
I mean, if people want to do like a sportsy session, then you can come and plug in while we answer questions. If you want us to do like a sportsy kind of like workout session, we can definitely do something. Yeah.
Where did you get your lessons?
They were actually a gift from a friend of mine from somebody that ceased training during lockdown, very sadly. So I don't actually, a friend of mine got them from a creator on Etsy who apparently doesn't make them anymore. So the first thing I asked was, where can I get more? And she said that they can't. But yeah, some random, wonderful, lovely person on Etsy apparently. But they are proper activewear, which makes me very happy. We are definitely being kicked out here.